So I'm Tony Leith. I'm president of the Junior League of Birmingham. The Junior League of Birmingham is an organization of women, 2,200 passionate, driven women who've been serving our community for nearly 100 years. Our fundraisers support our mission. So our ability to provide positive impacts in our community for nearly 100 years is supported by the fundraisers that we do throughout the year in the Junior League. And Market Noel is a huge component of that. So every dollar that comes to the Junior League of Birmingham through fundraisers like Market Noel gets multiplied by the leadership and volunteer service of our members in the community. So you know when you buy your ticket to Market Noel, it's gonna go a lot further than the dollar that you paid for each piece of that. Our vision for the Junior League of Birmingham is building partnerships for a better Birmingham. And our 100-year history has done just that. And our partners with vendors, both locally, oh my goodness, these retailers here in the Birmingham community have been our partner for Market Noel, for Shop, Save, and Share, and for so many other ways throughout the year, because we're in this together. Together we support improving our community for those that we serve. And that's for those who live here and those who work here. And I'm so glad that we can continue to partner with these great vendors. And so thank you. That's what I want to say. Thank you for continuing to be a partner for the Junior League of Birmingham. I'm proud of this team. And I'm proud what it represents too for the old Junior League of Birmingham team. For the courage that it takes to take on a large activity, a large event like this, and reimagine it and continue to bring value to the community in new and exciting ways. So I think pride is a big piece of that. I think another piece of that is continued impact. So not allowing this pandemic to slow what the Junior League of Birmingham has been able to do for nearly 100 years. You know, if you think about that, right? For 100 years in this community, we've probably faced a challenge or two. This is just the one that we've been dealt. And this team, like the rest of the 2,200 members in the Junior League of Birmingham, have done so with enthusiasm and creativity and innovation and bringing all of their talents and skills to continue to deliver positive impact for our community. So yeah, I'm a little proud.
On behalf of Jana and myself and the rest of the Market Noel committee, we would like to extend some thank yous to some incredible people. First off, Tony, our president, Cindy, Fund Development VP, executive board members, sustainers, members, and provisionals. We have had an incredible year, and we are so thankful for all of your support.
We know that this year hasn't been anything that any of us expected, but we can't wait for you to experience our first ever virtual Market Noel.
Thank you once again for all of your support this year. Secondly, we'd like to thank our Market Noel committee. Wow, we did it. So now it's time to sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Your dedication to Market Noel and the Junior League of Birmingham is untouchable.
And lastly, we would like to thank all of our sponsors. We couldn't have made this event happen without your help. Thank you.
So sit back and enjoy Market Noel. Jana, wow. This has been an ever-changing world that we've been living in. I just wanted to first of all say thank you. Thank you for standing by my side and being an amazing chair-elect. You have truly made a difference in my life and walked this journey with me. We have had several laughs, several cries, some late nights, and some wonderful decisions were made to make this the first ever virtual Market Noel. Hopefully it'll be our last, but at least it kicks off a wonderful Market Noel season. I am so excited to see you have your year as chair of Market Noel. So cheers to you, and thank you for all that you did to make this a wonderful experience for me. To the ladies of my steering committee, Ashley, Brenda, Christina, Claire, Lindsay, Katie, Sarah, and Sarah. You have made this year as your Market Noel 2020 chair absolutely incredible. You took a leap of faith with me and joined me as we ventured on our first ever virtual Market Noel. I could not do any of this without each one of you by my side. You were very patient with me as you asked questions that I didn't know the answer to, reminded me to do a million things, but I am forever grateful and indebted to each one of you for standing with me as we continued to plan the first ever, and hopefully the only, virtual Market Noel. Thank you again for all that you have done to make this year as incredible as it could be. So cheers to you, and thanks again. Hey Jana, have you heard about this magical elf that spreads cheer through the holiday season?
I have. We actually have an elf called Chippy, and Santa sends him every year, and he does the craziest stuff.
Well, I have the perfect thing for you. It's called the Elf Made Me Do It. It comes in a 24 or 7-day kit, and you know what? It comes with everything you need to make those magical moments with your children.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is a mom's dream come true. Thank you, Market Noel ladies.
So head over to marketnoel.net and check out our 24 and 7-day kit. Each of them comes with instructions, pictures, and all the materials you need for your elf to make and spread a little bit of holiday magic.
I'm going to get mine right now.
Hey everyone, my name is Avni Patel from Avni Ring of Fine Jewelers. We have partnered with Market Noel for the past 5 years, and many of you have won some beautiful pieces from our showroom. Well, we're back again this year with a very unique holiday package that is valued at $2,000. This package includes all the things that I know you want this Christmas under your tree. It includes a private party for up to 50 guests at the showroom, a beautiful jewelry organizer, some certificates for a 2-hour design consultation with me, a jewelry repair, and a professional cleaning of a piece of jewelry of your choice. You also get a beautiful bottle of fine jewelry cleaner so you can keep all of your jewelry sparkling for the holiday season. And of course, the finale, this beautiful, one-of-a-kind diamond pendant featuring 1/4 carat solitaire diamond in the middle, hanging on a beautiful 14 karat white gold diamond cut chain. I know all of you would love to rock this style. So remember to enter to win Avni Ring of Fine Jewelers' unique holiday package this year at Market Noel, and good luck to all of you.
My name is Joby Lynch. I'm the chair-elect for the Junior League of Birmingham gift shop. We are a brick and mortar boutique located inside the Junior League of Birmingham headquarters. We have office hours of 8 to 4, and we also have an online store which is accessible 24/7, and that is at jlbgiftshop.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at jlbgiftshop. We can't wait to help you find the perfect gift while giving back to help support our 39 community partners.
Thank you everybody for shopping Market Noel and supporting the Junior League of Birmingham. To further your support, you can bring diapers. They can be open packs, they can be brand new packs, wipes, whatever you have available. Bring them on Friday and Saturday during your item pickup, and we will have bins and volunteers there to collect them. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Melinda Shackelford, and I'm your chair this year of Market Noel.
And I'm Jana Gerticke, and I'm the chair-elect.
We are so excited to welcome you to the first ever virtual brunch with a big guy.
Linda, do you hear that? I think I hear Santa.
I do. Is it Santa himself? He's all the way here from the North Pole. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, good morning, boys and girls. It certainly is good to be back here again to read you the story of the Polar Express, one of my all-time favorite stories. I know many of you have probably seen the movie, but there's something magical about reading the story, watching your expressions as I tell you what happens about the very first Christmas gift when we ride the Polar Express. So, let's get started. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I listened for a sound my friend told me that I'd never hear, and that is the ringing of Santa's sleigh bells. "There is no Santa," my friend said. But I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not the ringing of bells, but from outside I heard the hissing of steam and the clanging of metal. And I looked out through my window and I saw a train standing perfectly still in my front yard. It was wrapped in an apron of steam, and snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door, and he took out a large pocket watch from his vest pocket. He looked up at the window, right straight at me. I put on my slippers and my robe, and I tiptoed down the stairs out the door. "All aboard!" the conductor cried, and I ran up to him. "Well," he said, "are you coming?" "Where?" I asked. "Where are you? Where?" "Why, to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express." I took his outstretched hand, and he pulled me on board. The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow. We drank lots of hot, thick, rich cocoa. Outside, the lights of the towns and the village flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northward. There were no more lights to be seen soon. We traveled through the cold, dark forest, where lean wolves roamed around, the white-tailed rabbits hid from them, and our train, as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. We climbed mountains so high that we never seemed we would get to the top and would scrape the moon. But the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks through the valleys like a car in a roller coaster. The mountains turned into hills. The hills turned into snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner that was on a frozen sea. There is the North Pole. The North Pole, it was a huge city standing all on top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was being made. At first we saw no elves. They were all gathering in the center of the city, the conductor told us. That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. "Who receives the first gift?" we all asked. The conductor said, "He will choose one of you." "Look," shouted the children, "the elves!" Outside, we saw hundreds of the elves. As the train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed down to a crawl. So crowded were the streets that Santa's helpers were packed in so tight. Where the Polar Express could go no further, we stopped, and the conductor took us outside. We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeers were so excited. They pranced and they pawed, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound like nothing that we had ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart, and Santa appeared. The elves all cheered wildly. He marched over to us and pointed to me. He said, "Yeah, let's have that young fella right here." He jumped up into a sleigh, and the conductor handed me up to Santa, and I sat on his knee, and he asked, "Well, what would you like for Christmas?" I knew that I could have any gift that I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one of Santa's silver bells from his sleigh. When I asked Santa, he smiled, and he immediately told one of the elves to cut a bell from the harness of the reindeer. The elves tossed it up to Santa, and he stood there holding the bell above him and called out, "The very first Christmas gift of the season." A clock struck midnight, and the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeer's name and cracked the whip. The team charged forward and climbed high in the air. Santa circled once around all of us and then disappeared into the cold, dark night. As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa's sleigh. "Let's hurry outside and look for it," all the children said. But the train had given a sudden jerk, and we had started moving. We were on our way home. It broke our hearts to lose the city bell, silver bell. It just broke my heart. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood up in the doorway and I waved goodbye. And the conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. "What?" I yelled out. And he cupped his hands around his mouth and said, "Merry Christmas!" The Polar Express let out one last blast of its whistle, and it sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside this box was the bell, the silver bell. And there was a note. It said, "Found this on my feet in the sleigh. You need to fix that hole in your pocket." Signed, Mr. C. I shook the bell, and it made the most beautiful sound that my sister had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." As did my father. He said, "It's such a shame. It's broken." When I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard the sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as the years went along, it fell silent for most all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear that sweet sound. Though I've grown up, gotten old, the bell still rings for me, and it does for all of those who truly believe. Ho, ho, ho.
Today is very special because we are continuing the tradition of the Junior League doing a reveal for one of our special children. In the past, we've done it at Market Noel year after year, and with COVID, as you see, everything is being done virtually. So I again commend the Junior League of Birmingham and their creativeness, because you are going to witness a reveal for a young boy who has no idea why he's coming here to meet these beautiful young ladies, and we're so excited. Here we go.
All right, so first thing is, tell me your name.
Cameron Babenko. When I first got diagnosed, I had just at school. I had just got done studying, leukemia, what I got.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew what was going on. I didn't know what to think then. Sometimes I miss my friends, and then COVID happened. So I've had to do online school. I don't like it. I usually just play on my computer, not my school computer. I've learned more about leukemia and the different types. Like, I have T-cell, which has 70% survival rate, but there's some leukemias that have a very low survival rate. When I first got diagnosed, COVID wasn't around. Like, I was able to have my whole team there.
What are you most looking forward to when COVID is gone?
Getting to see my friends. Because I haven't seen them a lot. Especially since I transferred schools. I haven't seen any of, like, almost none of the people from my old school. Like, one time when my accounts were okay, I went to this school's volleyball game. Saw a few of my friends. I wore a mask most of the time.
Well, we have a little bit of a surprise for you. Why did your parents tell you that you came today?
For an interview.
An interview. How do you think you're doing?
I don't know.
I think you're doing great. But I tell you what, we came to interview you, but we also came to do really something kind of special.
So I am with the Junior League of Birmingham and with Magic Moments. So I am just a volunteer, but we have heard about your story and what you've gone through and just how awesome you are. Your parents and your school and your community just think the world of you. And we wanted to give you a little something that Sharifa's gonna bring out for us. We heard you were into Star Wars. Is that true?
Yes.
A little bit?
I'm guessing you got that information from them.
Yeah. So we have a little gift basket for you that I'll let you kind of look through. And there's something special in there as well.
Star Wars stickers. Ooh. Is this one of the older sets?
Possibly.
The Lego. A puzzle. Nice.
You like to do puzzles?
Mm-hmm. Monopoly, Star Wars edition.
You think your parents will play that with you? This is the real thing. Do you know what this says?
Should I show the camera? Because
Are you able to read it out loud for everybody?
You can probably pull it off even, I don't know.
I'll just take this all up.
What do you think?
Do you want to go to Disney World with your family?
Of course.
Are you surprised?
Yes.
Well, y'all are all going to Disney.
When?
And this is Miss Sandy.
I'm Sandy. I'm with Magic Moments, and so with the Junior League and Magic Moments, we're making this happen for y'all. And we'll talk dates and all of that later and soon. But this is your special surprise. But know that your whole family's going with you. Okay? We're not sending you down there by yourself, unless you'll let me go with you.
I know.
Can I
Me
go?
and Miss Sandy will go with you.
Yeah, Jenna and Sandy are going to take you. No, your whole family will get to go.
You pretty fun?
Yes.
So this is your special day.
I'm just shocked.
We like shocked. You had no idea, right? Good job, Mom, Dad.
So this is not the
Did
news.
Sister know?
Or
Well, you're
just
going too,
the-
sweetie.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I thought we were coming here.
Good. That's
We're
what
like,
we wanted
man,
to.
I had to wait a long time.
No, this was all just a forest here. We brought you here under false pretenses to surprise you and your family that you're going to Disney World.
Your parents
Good
knew
deal?
the whole time.
They did.
Good deal.
Did you think you were coming here for a magic moment?
No.
Were you surprised when you found out you were coming for a magic moment?
Didn't find out till I got here. So
Okay.
yes, I was.
When you got here, when did you know something was up?
I didn't.
All right, what'd you think when
Until y'all.
you brought the basket?
Yeah.
All right, when Miss Jenna brought the basket over, what were you thinking?
still didn't think it was a magic moment thing until she said.
Have you ever been to Disney before? No?
No.
What's the first thing you'll do when you get there?
Probably go to the Star Wars part of it.
Mom and Dad, how are y'all feeling today?
Excited.
Just being able to get out of the four walls of the house and actually do something.
Not have to worry about anything.
Not have to worry about nothing. Load off.
All right, which of those Star Wars games are you gonna play first?
Probably Monopoly.
Good choice. All right, are you more excited about the Star Wars Monopoly or the trip to Disney?
The trip to Disney.
Awesome.